Thank you so much for joining. Today, I will be talking to you about my recent trip to Jamaica. And I stayed at the Rio Montego Bay, and it's an all inclusive hotel in Montego Bay, Jamaica. And I'll be giving you a review of the hotel, how it was, what it was like, and the different experiences that I had there. And I hope you will enjoy this and you'll get some information. If you are thinking of taking a trip to Rio Montego Bay yourself, I hope this will give you some ideas as to what to expect. So let's get into it. So I traveled to Montego Bay in December of 2022. So full disclosure, I'm actually from Jamaica, Montego Bay to be exact. And I wanted to go back home and also get some time to relax and enjoy the fantastic weather and spend some time there. And I chose to go to the Rio Montego Bay because I've stayed at that same property before. I went there about 4 years ago and really enjoyed it. So I wanted to go back and see what was happening and have a wonderful experience. So I'll just cover a few key areas. So I'll cover food, entertainment, the service or the customer service, the room, and also the beach. Very important, very important. And any tours that you may be interested in, and a tour that I went on, and also just a general location and the general vibe at the hotel. So this is clearly, Rio is clearly a party hotel. This particular Rio Montego Bay, I had read online that it was a party hotel. And when I got there, I quickly realized that that was the case. I checked in on a Tuesday afternoon, and the line was it was pretty long. There was a flight that had come in, and there were lots of folks who were waiting in line. I am a Rio Class member, so they do have a royalty plan called Rio Class, or a royalty program called Rio Class. So I am a royalty member, but that didn't matter. I still had to stand in line. I didn't see any specific call outs for Rio Class members. It's probably there, but I didn't see it. But it was pretty good. So I stood in line for, I would say, maybe 15 minutes. It was a bit of a wait. It could be more, maybe 20 minutes. There were a few people ahead of me. But when I got there, I was told to leave my bag at the entrance. And then there was a young lady, one of the staff, who was serving us drinks. So I got a nice, refreshing drink. It was a rum punch, but I didn't take any of the rum. I just wanted a non-alcoholic drink at the time. But if you're into that, you would be greeted with a nice rum punch. It was very delicious. Not too sweet, just as how I like it. But it was really good. So while I was waiting, I was sipping on that drink. So that was very nice. When I got to check in, and I got to the desk, the staff was really, really complimentary. They were very pleasant. I paid for the room there at that point in time, and he walked me through the different things and amenities that are available on the property. It was really interesting. They had a lot of knowledge, answered all my questions, and provided me with my room keys, and also gave me the directions to find my room. So at that point in time, I was able to check in. Check-in was relatively quick. It was about maybe 5 to 10 minutes of checking in, just checking that everything was okay, and that I asked for a really nice room. So I was pleasantly surprised, and I'll get to that. The room was actually pretty cool. So it was really good. So after that, the check-in, I then went to retrieve my bag, but then there was someone there who helped me, a bellman, who helped me to transport my bag to the room. The room wasn't too far. It was a few minutes away from the lobby. The lobby, by the way, is beautiful. Beautiful lobby. It's very pretty. There's lots going on. It's very active. As a matter of fact, I spent a lot of time just in the lobby, just people watching and enjoying the scenery. The lobby was really cool. And it was big and spacious and airy and well lit, very bright. And that's my kind of lobby. I like my lobbies like big and spacious and relaxing and inviting. And there wasn't any music being played because of the open air lobby there, but it was really cool. So then we walked to the room. I think I stayed in room 266. I can't remember the name. I think that's it. But it was not too far from the lobby, not too far from the pools, not too far from the different amenities. It was really, really good, and I really enjoyed it. So I got to the room, and funny enough, it looks like, so the last time I was at that same property was 2018, and they have done some renovations. So the room was significantly different. It was more, I would say, more modern. When I went there the last time, it was very outdated, I would say. But the room now is much, much more modern. They have, you have to turn on the lights, you have to put in your room key in this little section, and then it turns on the lights for you. So it's very modern. I've seen that kind of technology in hotels before. So it was really cool to see that. So the room has been updated. So I had a king bed. It was very comfortable. The room was clean. The bathrooms were clean, and they had a fully stocked minibar with alcohol. I think there was a Red Stripe there and Hennessy, like really nice alcohol. And they also had, that mini fridge so you can put your stuff in there if you have anything that you want to put in the refreshment area. They had space where I could store my bags or my luggage, and then they also had the kitchen. They had bathrobes. And there's no kitchen. Sorry, there's no kitchen in this room, so there is no kitchenette or anything. It's just a regular standard room. They had bathrobes, so the bathrobe was nice and cozy. Liked it. And then it was really, really nice, a really nice room. The thermostat was really nice, at the right temperature. I don't like the heat, so it was perfect. It was nice and cool and relaxing, and I really like the room. It's been significantly updated since the last time. So the renovations are really, really good. So Rio has 5 pools. So there's a quiet pool that's closer to the beach, and then there's the party pool where everyone hangs out and where the activities are. That pool was very lively. There was a lot going on there. And then there's another semi-quiet pool. A lot of people lounge there and enjoy themselves. And then there were some other pools, smaller, but they were really quiet. So I would say the pool, they have a lot of pools, a lot of options for you to choose from. And then there's also the beach. So the beach is pretty nice. It was what I find with the beach is it's a little bit too still. There's no waves or anything. I don't know if it's a coral reef thing. I'm not a marine biologist, so I don't know anything about these things. But it was a still. The water was very still, but it was beautiful. Beautiful beach. Some parts of it looked dirty though. Looked dirty, yeah. But I don't know. It did rain a few days before, but it was an interesting beach. I would say I don't like the beach that much. If I were to rate it, I would give the beach maybe a 6 out of 10. I've seen better beaches. But you can work with it. If you're into the beach, you might want to go somewhere else like Doctor's Cave Beach in Montego Bay. That's a good beach option. But the beach there, it was okay. It was okay. One thing though, at this particular hotel, I didn't see many people rushing to save the beach chairs. So I've been to other resorts where you have to go down from 7 a.m., 6 a.m. even to save your beach chair so that you have a nice, comfortable, shaded area with your chair there. But I didn't see that there. You could actually go to the beach at any point in time and get a nice beach chair. So that was good. Some people are very territorial. I did have an encounter with a woman who basically told me that she was saving the beach chair for herself. So some people can be very territorial. I didn't even realize that she was saving anything, but you know, just watch out for that. You might find people like that. Anyway, so the beach was pretty good. I did walk the length of the beach, so it's not a 7 mile beach like in Negril, but it works. It was really nice. I walked on the beach one of the mornings I was there, and it was really relaxing, quiet. It was just me and some other guests who were walking. We were exercising, but it was really cool. I really liked walking on the beach. If you're looking for that romantic walk on the beach, then you'll definitely find it. It's just the swimming in the beach might not be the best, I would say. So that was really cool. And then at the restaurant, so we can now talk about the food. So the food, overall, the food was good. It wasn't the best. As a matter of fact, when I went to Riu Montego Bay in 2018, the food was better back then, much better than the food I had just recently. They made some changes. As I mentioned, they've gone through some renovations, so they've made some changes to the main dining room or the main room. So I saw about 3 restaurants. So there's the Italian restaurant, which is called Sofia, and then there's also an Asian fusion restaurant, and there's also a steakhouse. So I only ate at the Asian fusion restaurant. I didn't have an appointment, so it was a first come first serve. So I walked in. I had to wait a little bit, but I wanted Asian food that day, so I waited, and I waited about maybe 20 minutes. I wasn't hungry that day, but if you are hungry, that could be a long of a wait. But I wasn't too hungry, so I didn't mind waiting. And the Asian food, it was actually pretty good. The food was really good. Lots of options to choose from. And it's a mix of, I saw Indian food and also Chinese food. And there was a sushi bar there as well. And the sushi was good. So that's the Asian section. And then Asian restaurant. So I would say for the Asian restaurant to rate it 8.5 out of 10, not too bad. But for the rest of the time, I ate at the main dining room or the main room. The food there they had a lot of options. So a lot of options to choose from. It's a buffet. The breakfast was really good. So I must admit the breakfast was really good. Especially the hot beverages option. So they had fever grass or lemongrass, as we call it. But growing up in Jamaica, we say fever grass. So they had that tea that was delicious. So I enjoyed that. They also had porridges. The porridge was really good. They had a oatmeal, I think, at one point, and was it peanut porridge? I believe it was. It was really delicious. So the breakfast was really good. They had the usual continental breakfast, and then they also had some Jamaican options, so ackee and saltfish, those kinds of like stewed chicken, those things that you would eat for like a big Jamaican breakfast. They had those options. They also had the regular American continental breakfast, omelets, fried eggs, bacon, sausage, bagels. So it was just a regular fare that you would get. And then so the breakfast was really good. The service was really good once you're seated. Once you serve yourself and you're seated, I find the waiters and the waitresses were very, very proactive, hands-on, very pleasant. They would greet you. introduce themselves, and then also provide you with your hot beverage or your cutlery, and they were really nice. So I found the main dining room staff to be really really nice and attentive. I was always taken care of. They would refill my water, so I felt really taken care of when I was having my meals in the main dining area. You can eat on the outside and you can also eat on the inside. So I chose to eat on the inside maybe once, and then I ate the rest of my meals outside so I could enjoy the nice, cool, fresh air. So that was really good. So the food was pretty. The food was okay. I would, if I were to give a rating on the food, maybe a 7 out of 10. The last time I was there was definitely a 9 out of 10, but this time around a 7. There's some room for improvement. I found I didn't like the options that were there. So I'm Jamaican, so I was expecting to see oxtails. Didn't see any for the length of time I was there. I didn't see any curried goat either. Was very much disappointed. I love curry goat. I didn't see that. They had jerk chicken, so I'll get to the jerk chicken hut. That is amazing. I'll get to that. But the main dining room, I would give the main dining room. So there are multiple restaurants. I would give the main dining room a 7 out of 10. Now during the daytime, and I think around, and this is what I noticed, so it could be a different time, but between the hours of 11 to possibly 2 p.m., 3 p.m., they have a jerk hut by the beach. And there you can get jerk chicken, which is, the Jamaican cuisine, everything. Everyone loves jerk chicken. You can get jerk chicken, you can get things like festivals. They also had like potato salad, salad as well. I saw people with coconuts, like coconut water. So I guess they have that there as well. The jerk chicken was fantastic. The jerk chicken was delicious. So I would give the jerk hut a 9 out of 10. One thing though, the service was very slow. So I stood in line in the hot sun for almost, I would say, maybe 40 minutes. I went there around 1 o'clock to grab lunch, and I had to wait for a long time. Even the people that were queuing up behind me started to complain. I don't know if they were overwhelmed that day. I don't know what happened, but I had to wait a long time. And at one point, I wanted to step out and probably just do something else. But I stayed the course because I wanted to eat. I wanted to get some jerk chicken. So I stayed the course, but it was a long wait. If you just wanted to go in and get something quick, you may have to just go earlier as soon as they open, or go later. I don't know, but when I went, it was a long wait. And then when I got to the front, I realized that they were working. I mean, the staff, they were working fast enough, but it was still a bit slow. The service was a bit slow. So then that kind of held up the line, and we were all waiting, and we just wanted the food and wanted to go. It was just a long line. And then they have another bar right in that area. They have a bar next to it, and they serve really nice drinks. And different options, pina colada, the usual, Caribbean fare that you can get. It was really good. I enjoyed the drinks. Wasn't too watered down. It was just really, it was okay. So for those who love to drink alcohol, you'll have lots of options to choose from. So that was really good. So checking in, I forgot to mention that you check in at 3 p.m. and you check out at 11. So just wanted to throw that in. So I checked in. I came in a little bit later than 3, but you check out at 11. Okay. So that's the food. So the food overall, also for dinner, the main dining room, once again, the food wasn't the best. The main dining room, I don't know what the steakhouse was like or the Italian restaurant, but the main room, I've the food at that same hotel. I've had better food. So I don't know. That was just my experience. Okay, so we have now completed the food. Let's now spend some time talking about um, oof, spend some time talking about the entertainment. So there was a lot going on. So this, as I mentioned, this hotel is like a party hotel. There's a lot going on. So every night entertainment starts around 8 p.m. So if you go to an early dinner, you'll make it in time for entertainment. And when I was there, they had so many different options. They had dancing. They had some Indian dancing. Was very interesting to watch. And it was really entertaining. There was a person who was singing and serenading. So that was really, so they had the main entertainment section, and they had like a more intimate entertainment section near one of the pools, the smaller pools. And I went to the main entertainment area, and they had dancing and the usual resort fare. But then when I went to the other smaller, more intimate entertainment area, it was a woman who was singing just beautiful melodies. That was really nice. It was really relaxing. I ordered a drink and just sat down and enjoyed the music. She had a beautiful voice. She was very gracious. It was fantastic. I definitely enjoyed that, and I would definitely go back just to hear her voice. She was really good. I didn't catch her name, but she was really good. And it was more of a quieter, kind of setting, almost like live music in a bar kind of a setting. So that was really good. So the entertainment, there's a lot to choose from, as I mentioned. During the daytime, wow, the entertainment is lit. And their entertainment coordinators are actually very vibrant, active, vibrant young people. And they have a lot of energy. They're dancing and making people feel special. And they had a lot of entertainment. They had games, and all of this happens right by the pool. So if you want to get involved in the entertainment, you have to go to the pool. The beach is more quiet. It's a very quiet, laid back beach where you just go and relax, read, or just go for a quick swim. At the pool, and there's that one pool. That's the center of the entertainment. Then you have quieter pools if you wanted a more quiet pool experience. You can find other options. As I mentioned, there are 5 pools. So the entertainment is really good, and there's also a nightclub. Then they open at 11, and they close at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. I didn't go to that, but from what I hear from people I spoke with there's a lot going on. There's a lot of dancing, a lot of excitement, and they show the guests all the Jamaican dances. So it's really good. If you are looking for entertainment, Riu Montego Bay is the place to be. You will not be disappointed. You'll have more than enough entertainment to go around. So that's a really good a good thing. If that's the kind of vibe you're looking for in your vacation, you'll find it. It's not Vegas level entertainment, but it's close. All right, so that's really good. So overall, the service also, I would say, I had mixed experiences on the service. There were a few that I found that at the main dining room, as I mentioned, the waitresses are really nice, really, they're really attentive, they take care of you, and they were very pleasant. So I enjoyed that. But I had 1 or 2 experiences where it was just very bland, nothing special. But most of the staff, most of them were fairly polite. So it was okay, but definitely in the main dining room, I had some good service there. Now in terms of the tours, so if you are, and this is unrelated to Rio, I would say, but just as a point of mention. If you are interested in tours, going on a tour somewhere else on the island, so popular destinations in Jamaica include Dunn's River Falls, the Dolphin Cove, Rick's Cafe, where you can jump off the cliff and all of that. So there was lots. So luckily there were some tour operators right as you check in. They're right at the front. So if you wanted to go and buy some tours, they're right there, and you can go ahead and purchase your tours, and they set up everything for you. Tell you when the bus is gonna come. You can buy the tour right on the spot. They give you a receipt, and then you get your details in terms of your itinerary. They had some very interesting tours. If you want to go on a catamaran cruise, I think the cost was about 150 USD. If you want to go to the Luminous Lagoon, I think it's $55 USD. And if you're going to Dunn's River and those places, it ranges, I would say it ranges from 50 USD to 150, 200, depending on what you want to do. If you're going for a full day of tours, you can expect to pay up to $150 per person. So it's up to you and what's within your budget and what you want to do, but the accessibility to buying a tour is there. So if you decide that you want to go on a tour for 1 or 2 of the days that you're staying there, they have the option, and you can go and purchase your tours. And the buses come and they pick you up and they take you where you need to go, and you get to enjoy yourself doing that. So we have that option there as well. So overall, I had a fantastic time at Riu Montego Bay. I checked out right before 11. And then there is if you are a Rio class member, there is a free shuttle that takes you to the airport. So that's one thing I wanted to point out. And then overall, it was a good experience. I like the Rio hotels. I have good experiences there overall. I've been to Rio Ocho Rios. It was also pretty good. So it all depends on the kind of vacation that you're looking for. As I mentioned, if you want entertainment, this is the place to be in Montego Bay. But it's a fairly nice hotel. It's beautiful. The property is clean. You may see 1 or 2 cats, but they're known on the property, so you also see signs that tell you not to feed them, because they have their own they get their meals, but you see the cats around, and they're so cute. The stray cats. I wouldn't call them strays because I think they're part of the property. I don't call them strays. But you'll see a few cats. So if you're into animals, you definitely love that. So it was really a very clean property. The room was clean. The cleaning was good. The room service was pretty good. The room was cleaned once a day, and it was cleaned good. So when I got back to the room, everything was in order and everything. So overall, it was a really good experience. I would say for the full experience of staying at the Rio, I was able to rest, relax, enjoy myself. Only the food could have been a little bit better. But otherwise, it was a good experience. So in terms of an overall rating, I would give them an 8 out of 10 because I did have a fantastic vacation. I didn't leave feeling, like I wasted my time. So it was really good. So you can try them and see, what you like. And if you are going there, let me know in the comments when you're going and what you're expecting to see. And of course, I hope you enjoy yourself. Vacations are important, so enjoy yourself, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So I'll post more travel related content, but I just wanted to ensure that You get a full review of the Riu Montego Bay. If you're making up your mind about going, I hope this helps you to make a decision. And I hope you have a wonderful time wherever you choose to go. And thank you so much for watching. Please feel free. Please do subscribe and like this video and comment and share with your friends who are also planning on going to Rio. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic vacation and you take care.